Welcome to Blanco's Network. It's your boy Jim White, aka Blanco. Let's talk about the LA riots. Broken women versus healed women. All the social audio, entertainment news and drama that's going on. Let's go. Light this thing up. Light this thing up.
Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock. Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock. I met her on April Fool, took her to the Super Bowl. Eyes low off hydro, top gone fish bowl. Headed to the championship, 6'4", laying low. Using Cali codes, still pimping like a player pose. I keep a third string of hoes. Drove down 49, now I-10 in the Benz. Headed to the Players Club, welcome to the Players Ball. I'm one phone call away from being a poker pimping dog. 7 cars, 7 bras, Keisha and baby doll. Met him at the Gucci store with Euro fresh and low soul. J Blanco roll, skybox level hoe. Home play the radio. I'm fresh up out the stove. In some Gucci shades and Gucci clothes. No dates, all selling pussy out to Texaco. Met a pimp named Payroll in a Monte Carlo in San Antonio. My neck froze, all fools go. I'm Mr. Trouble Man ho on Taylor Road. Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock. Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock. I turned on the Mary Jane a couple years back, man. Ice cream and crystal, man. Painkiller of the game. Dog legs to hit, man. Max Payne like Boosie, man. I'm in the game like James Bond. Gucci suit with Gucci paint. Gucci seats and Gucci frame. I'm off the chain, 30 deep like Max B. I'm in the wind. Turn the corner, switching lanes. Jimmy Chang and Penny Lane. Loaning pussy out, man. On Worldwide Boulevard. Home of the players, man. Net wide on Peter Street with V-necks and Gucci tees. Working out of DGs. Jaguars got 10 G's off orgies and ecstasy. The penthouse MVP with a super freak with double D. The down south iced tea. Made it to the major league. I'm my worst enemy, so have a seat. I'm overseas. Got a bitch named Gucci. She shaped like Alicia Keys. Foxy Brown, my destiny. She was born in the triple D. Packed up pimp agency. Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock. Gucci apple bottoms with a Gucci tank top. Gucci on the feet, Gucci on the watch, Gucci Escalades, Gucci on the shades. I gotta keep it Gucci, cause Gucci's all she rock.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Let's talk about the LA riots, man. Broken women versus healed women. And we're going to get into all the social audio, entertainment news, and things that's been going on. This ain't a news room. We're going to talk about it, though. I want y'all to check it out. Like this thing go, like this thing go. It's your boy Jimmy White, aka Blanco. Let's go. Just a quick intermission before we get this thing started. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Joining us on this episode.
What you're to do is supposed to do. Y'all that might check, like this thing up. In the comment, chat, like, whatever. Hold on. Let's see what the business is. Let's just get this thing going. Hold on. Let's really get jumping. Share spread, like, retweet, post. Then chop it. Most people don't understand what's going on, but let's do this thing. Yeah, they go. Back it up, hype it up.
J Blanco, Gucci suits and mink coats, I'm chain gang.
Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and just dive straight into it real quick. Hold on. Let's just see what's going on. Let's get the quick update real quick. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see what's happening. Right here with let's see what's happening with this. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's happening with these LA riots, man. It's going down.
Days of violent protests over
The Latinos, man, they really see California where it's set up, man. They ain't gonna ride for their people stronger than you gonna ride for our people you don't know. But let's really see what's going on. Let's see what's going on real quick. Hold on. Let's tap into it. Let's see.
Angeles, a slight calm in the streets after days of violent protests over immigration crackdowns. All of downtown LA has been declared an unlawful protest area. More than 24 people were arrested on Sunday after clashing with police and National Guard troops that were sent to California by President Donald Trump. California Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass both say the presence of the troops has made the situation worse. Scripps News Group's Adam Rakusin has more from LA.
Ice out of LA!
Signs held high, messages directed at recent immigration and customs enforcement actions across Los Angeles County.
You guys are taking people from their homes. Like ICE is taking people from their homes, from workplaces. Like these are regular, normal people. They're doing their things. They're not criminals.
The people, the power, will only have the power.
The chants aimed at federal authorities.
Even if they've been here illegally, doesn't mean they're criminals.
And Los Angeles Police Department officers standing toe-to-toe with the crowd. The officers lining the street with shields, guns, and riot gear. As the hours went on, what started peaceful turned to a chaotic scene of officers firing rubber bullets and loud rounds meant to shock and push people back. Protesters moved from city and federal buildings where walls and windows were damaged and pushed toward the freeway, shutting down lanes and lighting cars on fire.
We're on a bridge that's directly over the 101 freeway. Police Department, LAPD, has shut down one of the directions of the 101. Protesters have filled this area. They're almost on every single bridge that crosses over the 101 freeway. Behind me, this direction, multiple cars are on fire. This is just one of the exits to that freeway. On the other direction, Los Angeles City Hall. Police Department is continuing to fire off rounds into the ground, making those loud noises that you hear, trying to push protesters back.
As helicopters circled, Los Angeles Police Department officers stood still, blocking off all major arteries into the city. While many people peacefully protested, others took a different stance, throwing plastic and glass bottles at officers. Some destroyed property and were quickly arrested. We watched as officers fired rounds into the crowd, the sound at times almost deafening. As black smoke filled the air, flags of different countries waved through the streets. What was noticeable, a clear frustration with the federal government. What was unknown, whether the protests will trigger change or incite further government escalation. Adam Rakusin, Scripps News Group.
Your workflow is important to us. Please.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know, but that's wild, ain't that wild, y'all? To me, that's crazy. What in the world is they got going on, man, over there? But see, the Migo, I ain't gonna be mad. The Latinos, they sticking together better than the black people. So, you know, that's what I think. You know, but if it was a bunch of black people out there, man, they'd have been. Y'all seen the way they was blowing up the police cars and everything, man? They'd have been shot one of us. It's crazy, but they letting them make it though. They letting them make it, man. It's crazy, ain't it? Watch this. I don't know if y'all saw it, but okay, so they find the police and everything, man. It'll be crazy like this. See? Get it coming. When they got through the department, they had look what they're doing to them, man. And then they had LAPD hiding on a bridge. The Latinos. I ain't mad at them. Man. They fighting back. They boycotting. They bucking the system. The Latinos said they ain't going home. The Latinos said they not going back to Mexico. You can't send them back. They taking over California. It's crazy. But is it California belong to them? Do Texas belong to the Latino? Is this really their country or is it a European country? It's not. Really not. I ain't gonna lie, this is like the 2025 Spanish War going on. You know, they Spanish ride. Black people, y'all stay out them Latino business, man. Latino fighting ICE. They don't want to go back home. They don't want to get deported. Yes, they do. Look what they doing to the police cars, man. They blowing up the police cars, man. Come on, they tearing up the police LAPD cars. What they got going on, man? Yeah, there's a lot going on. Look at that. Look at that. And they got all them guns and everything, man. They ain't shot nobody. So what's the point? What they protecting? The federal building?
You see this house in Florida? Well, let me show you how I invested into it with just a few $100.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, they told a while out in California, man. It's going down to most of y'all should know that, but I ain't gotta drag y'all with that one. But yeah, it's going crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. So, but we talked about that. But I wonder why women keep lying on men about this. So we gonna get into it. The broken woman versus the healed woman.
About relationships.
A lot of women are broken, so we gotta accept that. But I'm gonna let Danica talk to y'all so we can get some understanding. Let's just see if she's telling the truth. She be talking about what she really talking about, but I think she's telling the truth about a lot of things. Let's listen to it. The broken women versus the healed women, and what's going on, and why men is not choosing black women no more.
I'm gonna be very honest about this. It is so refreshing to see younger women especially become more vocal about how, yeah, y'all are poisoning us against these men. Y'all have the wrong idea about relationships, about love, commitment, the whole nine, and y'all really need to shut up and stop. And the reason why I feel like this is happening a lot more frequently is because the women are starting to really realize, especially the young women, that, yeah, y'all been teaching us wrong. Y'all have been leading us astray. And a lot of you all who are the loudest in the room with the most advice, y'all are the most in shambles. And they are essentially fed up, done, annoyed, irritated with a lot of the quote unquote indoctrination that they are receiving from a lot of bitter, broken women. And so when I came across this clip right here of Angel Reese and Sexy Red having a conversation about me.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sick of broken, bitter women. Always trauma dumping and putting their problem on you like you the problem when the whole time it's them.
And relationships, and how Angel Reese gave her some pushback when Sexy Red started talking that nonsense about men. I was like, shout out and kudos to you, sis, because women like Sexy Red are the reason why a lot of men are done. Y'all think we are trash anyway, so let me ignore you. Let me show you just how much of a trash man I am by leaving you alone, allowing you to struggle and suffer by yourself. Okay, but let's get into it. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe, and let's break this down.
You think marriage is real? I'm gonna get married. I mean, you can sign a piece of paper and you're gonna cheat.
I'm going to tell you a story about
man. All men don't cheat, man. I don't know. Anyway about that. All men don't cheat. They're capping.
You find a good man. Good man. He's a good man.
I think I cheat.
That's not true.
That's true.
Why do you say that?
Because they do. Even if I'm not dating them, I know they just be cheating.
No, I know men that be cheating.
Good men don't cheat, man. All men don't cheat. I think that nigga gonna break that down. All men don't cheat. Good men don't cheat. Women is running around actually mad with everybody because their baby daddy probably don't want them, and then they just look at every man like that when every man's not like that. You just ain't shit, and you need to change your thought process. And the men you selected to choose to mess with. That's why you selected the men. It's men, women out here choosing certain men. That's why and then they want to not hold themselves accountable because them the men they like to choose the ones that don't want them and treat them bad and have babies with them and lead them for somebody else. Just like her, she just want the money. Y'all done sold y'all soul for the money. But let's listen to it. See, this is the broken woman versus the healed woman.
Too. That's why I ain't got no hope for. I just be like, damn, you cheat? Oh, these.
You can't put the stereotype on one man and then everybody cheat.
No.
I know cheat.
No. Sexy Red got cheated on. That don't mean I'm gonna cheat on you if you get with me. That's not true. You choosing to choose them dudes. You picking them dudes that want to cheat on you and treat you like you ain't shit. And then you want to just blame everybody else. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. That's cap. She cap. But this black women's mentality, that's why it's called the broken women versus healed women. She broken, she ain't healed. And, Angela Reese is giving us a pushback saying, all men don't cheat. You got some men that do cheat. Just like you got women that cheat. But you can't be out here just cheating because you hurt people. You just out here hurt. So you just want to just cheat and move on and make excuses why you just want to be a goddamn karmic whore. That's on you. You just a hoe.
Now, wait a minute, because I just caught on to this. Are y'all catching on to the wording that they are utilizing, pay attention to how Sexy Red is saying ninjas and how Angel is going back and essentially correcting her by saying men. That already is very telling of the type of experiences that they are having. The mere fact alone that Sexy Red is constantly referring to men as ninjas, it speaks volumes about her type. Whereas Angel Reese, she's always referring to, men as men. Like, it's why you find a good man. Oh, no, all these ninjas, they do this, they do that, they cheat. Well, yeah. Look at how you're even acknowledging the type of guys that you entertain. The type of guys that you entertain, which may be low vibrational ninjas, yeah, they are going to cheat and dog you out. But Angel is telling you, Sexy Red, to choose good men, not ninjas. But let's continue. And again, get the likes up for me.
The ones that you know, it's that you don't know.
Oh, hold on. We got to take you back, Angel. Angel was snapping, okay? She was snapping and eating her up. Okay, and I love to see this. We need more angels out here to call out these Sexy Red demons. Pun intended. We need more angels out here calling out these Sexy Red demons, because y'all are destroying marriages, relationships, how men are viewing women. Y'all destroying all of that. Okay, but let's get into it.
You think marriage is real?
I'm gonna get married.
I mean, you can sign a piece of paper and you're gonna cheat. Don't do them.
That's why you find a good man. Good man. He's a good man.
I think I cheat.
That's not true.
That's true.
Why you say that?
Because they do. Even if I'm not dating them, I know they just be cheating.
No, I know men that be cheating too.
That's why I ain't got no hope for. I just be like, damn, you cheat? Oh, all these.
You can't put the stereotype on one man and then everybody cheat.
All these I know cheat.
The ones that you know, it's that you don't know.
Oh.
Well, I ain't met one yet.
If he was to show you, like, I ain't finna cheat on you,
I wouldn't believe it.
Lame as hell.
We get married, we had a ceremony, we can sign up for that day, but guess what?
You finna
it's
cheat.
just a ceremony. You still gonna probably cheat.
You just gotta believe and have hope and have faith. Faith. It's good men out here.
I don't have faith.
Angel, some chicks are just a lost cause, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, Angel, because you're telling her to have faith and, this, that, and the third. No, she needs to choose better. She needs to also choose better for herself so that she can evolve and grow, so she can develop a more mature state of mind. So it's not necessarily her having faith in men. She needs to do better for herself. That way she can have a higher frequency and attract better people to her that she can choose from. Okay, but I really want to take this back and break this down, because in my opinion, it was so many bars, gems, and jewels that were dropped in this small clip alone. And I feel like it is something that is highlight worthy to really break down, even though it was very small, concise, and straight to the point. Okay. Now, notice what Sexy Red initially asked her. She says, do you think marriage is real? Well, yeah, Sexy Red, what kind of dumb question is that? Of course, marriage is real. Like, there's people out there, such as myself, that are married. So, of course, it's not a fantasy. It's not something that is make-believe. Like, you can go down to the courthouse, file your paperwork, get married, have a ceremony. Like, yeah, marriage is real. Now, I believe the real question that she was trying to formulate is, do you believe that healthy, balanced, strong relationships and marriages exist? Is that something that is feasible in today's time? And once again, yes, it is. It's people all over the world that are happily married, thriving, and starting their families, living happily ever after. And is it perfect? No, but it's absolutely worth it. And guess what else, Sexy Red? Cheating or infidelity is not involved. Okay, but let's take it back and break it down. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
You think marriage is real?
I'm gonna get married.
I mean, you can sign a piece of paper and you're gonna cheat. Don't do them. That's
why you find a good man. Good man. He's a good man.
I think I cheat.
Angel says that's why you find a good man. Nah, I think all ninjas cheat. First things first, like I said earlier, or like I alluded to earlier, there is a difference between ninjas and men, right? And so, Sexy Red, as long as you continue to go after guys who need you, that you feel like you can dominate and control, that you feel like you are more successful than and have more going on in your life than, and that want to mooch off of you, leech off of you, expose you, get clout off of you, get rich and famous off of you, yeah, you're going to always have that type of sentiment. You're going to always have that thinking process. Okay, so let's start there. But let's take it a little further and go a little bit deeper with the conversation, because I feel like a lot of young ladies out there, or women in general, make the same type of mistake that Sexy Red is making. to where they are like, oh, there's no use in me trying to do better or choose better or find better or do any self-development, because no matter what I do, no matter who I choose, I'm going to have the same outcome and the same result. No, that is a cop-out. We have got to be honest. We have got to be real about this. The reason why a lot of low vibrational ass females like Sexy Red would much rather write it off as all men cheat and all men ain't ish and all men are dogs is so that they can escape accountability by saying, oh, it wasn't my fault that I chose him. It wasn't my fault that I wasn't ish. It's just that no matter what man I chose, he was going to still do this to me. No, he wasn't. You like dirty things. Derek.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Neela!
But you would...
Yeah, it's crazy. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is crazy. A lot of people not here, man. But y'all check it out, though. Because a lot of them, they're definitely not here, man. It's just crazy. I want y'all to see this. This is crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna let them cook, though. I'm gonna let them cook.
You like full-time Frank. You like, I like to be dominated, Dan. Y'all don't want real masculine men. Y'all don't want men who have a lot more to offer than you have to offer to him or have to offer to yourself. You don't. Y'all are intimidated by those guys. Y'all would much rather go after, again, the dirty peen Peters. I'm sorry, y'all. Than to, again, choose a quality man to be with. That's taking the conversation deeper and further, making y'all look in the damn mirror and say, damn, maybe it is me. Maybe I do like ain't-ish ninjas. I don't go after quality men. And y'all know what's really sad? What's really sad is a lot of the chicks out there, like Sexy Red, they don't even feel like they qualify for a good man to begin with. So again, it's much easier to just write it off as, no, all these men ain't ish. That way I don't have to expose myself for not qualifying for one, for not having one, for not choosing one or having one to choose up on me. But I digress. Let's continue.
That's not true.
That's true.
Why you say that?
Because they do. Even if I'm not dating them, I know they just be cheating.
No, I know men that be cheating too.
That's why I ain't got no hope for I just
Shut up, Sexy Red. Now, I do like that Angel acknowledged the fact that, yes, there are guys out there who do cheat. Right? There's guys out there who will cheat on you, dog you out, give you a bunch of babies and leave you stranded, abandon you, all of that. Like, yeah, those men exist. So we are in no way, shape, or form trying to make it seem like there's just all of these great men and there's no such thing as a dirty dick Dan. No, yes, it is. Okay? Yes, it is. However, what Angel is trying to really emphasize to Sexy Red is that you don't have to choose those men. Because there are other men out there that you could absolutely move around to get to. Okay? You could absolutely change your thought process, change your standards, change your type and the type of woman that you are to qualify for. Like, you can do that. But they don't want to, Angel. They don't want to. Much easier to say, no. It's just they're all trash, so I might as well go after this guy. It's twofold with that. On one hand, it's a way to escape accountability because secretly you like ain't-ish guys. And then on the flip side, it's a way to save face because you know that you ain't ish. And so you don't even qualify for the type of men that Angel Reese is telling you to get. Let's continue.
Like, damn, you cheat? Oh, these.
You can't put the stereotype on one man and then everybody cheat.
All these I know cheat.
The ones that you know, it's that you don't know.
Oh, the ones that you know. There's ones that you don't know. And what I really want to emphasize on that statement is how Angel is essentially saying that those are the guys that you choose. Whoopsie. Y'all get my likes up. Those are the guys that you like to be with. But there's guys out there that I'm with that don't do that. There's guys out there that I'm close to that don't do that. That I know that don't do that. And so, yeah, let's not box all men in because of your type, because of your circle, because of your low vibrational frequency. Let's be honest. And again, love how Angel said, yeah, there are men out there who are trash, but stop dealing with them. Step your game up so you can qualify for better and choose better.
Well, I ain't met one yet.
If he was to show you, like, I ain't finna cheat on you,
I wouldn't believe it.
lame as hell.
We get married, we can have a ceremony, we can sign up for that day. But guess what? It's just a ceremony. You still gonna probably cheat.
You just gotta believe and have hope and have faith. Faith. It's good men out here.
I don't have faith.
You know what else with this clip that I need to go into? Is y'all get my likes up? Is how Sexy Red is really feeding into why a lot of men are done with serious relationships and marriage and starting families and so on and so forth. I think a lot of you women don't understand that are like Sexy Red. Y'all don't understand that by y'all even having those sentiments, having those feelings towards men, it is turning them off from even wanting to settle down with you and deal with you, because look at how you're viewing it in the first place. Why even do something that you yourself finds to be not that serious? She said, oh yeah, we can have a little ceremony, but at the end of the day, it's doomed. At the end of the day, you still gonna cheat on me, you still gonna dog me out and this, that, and the third. So why? Do y'all not understand that yourselves as women, the main ones complaining about how men don't want to settle down no more and men don't want to get married, y'all are the ones that are poisoning them against doing so due to your stances. Y'all don't even hold marriage in a high regard. Oh yeah, it's just a little party for us to have, and then we go back to doing the same toxic, dysfunctional nonsense. So no, I'm not going to marry you if that's how you're viewing marriage. I'm not going to marry you if that's how you're perceiving me. Like, you're already having the worst in your mind, the worst case scenario. So again, like, why would I strive for that? Why would I do that? Y'all are complaining about men making y'all baby mamas when in all actuality, y'all are asking for that. By saying things like, oh, marriage ain't all of that. Do you believe in marriage? Marriage is trash. Like, all it is a little ceremony, and then we're just gonna go back to being, dysfunctional. So yeah, if you're not gonna hold marriage in the highest of regards, then why should I? You don't even take marriage seriously. You're out here demeaning and diminishing marriage to just being, a ceremony that we have of a toxic relationship.
Real talk, you guys. $3 medium Dunkin' refreshers. Tropical guava.
Wait a minute, she cooking. I'm gonna let her cook.
And again, y'all wonder why men are done with relationships. Y'all wonder why men are done with marriage. It sounds like to them, like y'all are done with it. Which I know that y'all are not, but a lot of y'all are coping by making it seem like, oh yeah, it ain't that serious. These men ain't ish anyway. So, maybe it's not so bad that I'm not married because all these men be out here cheating. So it's really not that much of a goal. It's not really much to be excited about. Oh, yes, it is. And see, that's another level to the conversation. A lot of these chicks, like Sexy Red, try to downplay marriage and downplay quality relationships and men to cope with the reality of them not having it. You know what I'm saying? It's very much so like not having enough money to get your own apartment, right? So let's just use this silly analogy. Let's say it's a girl out there and she is just always broke. She always spending her money on stupid things. She don't have no savings account, nothing going on for herself. But all of her friends around her, they're going to work, they're going to school, they're saving their money, they're budgeting correctly, they're doing everything they need to do. And they are able to, let's say, get them a luxury apartment, right? And she's like, oh, well, I see all of y'all have these luxury apartments, but at the end of the day, like, y'all the ones who still got to pay all that rent every month. And so, is it really something that's a goal if you still gonna have to spend all of this money every month and you gonna still have to do that? It's really not a flex. Like, yeah, you got your own this and you got your own that, but at the end of the day, y'all don't even own that apartment. And at the end of the day, well, it's better than being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Says the person who cannot afford nothing, cannot afford to have your own anything. So again, it's that coping mechanism to make themselves feel better. Like, oh yeah, they got it going on, but they really don't, because at the end of the day, all apartments are like this, and at the end of the day, all apartments still gonna want their rent. Like, it's just silliness to make themselves feel better. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Sexy Res of the world, look, as a woman, it's only a matter of time before the mask falls off, and you have to look yourself dead in your eyes and say, yeah, I was wrong. And not only was I wrong, those men out there that I do want, they do exist. They just don't want me. So instead of letting it reach that point, how about you do the self-work? That way you can qualify for what you're looking for. That way you'll know how to avoid these F-boys and these ain't-ish ninjas that just cheat on you left and right. Okay, aka save your money up so that you can have you an apartment that's a luxury apartment that you can afford to buy and pay for every month. Instead of saying, oh, well, I don't really want no apartment like that anyway. Do you believe in apartments? Because at the end of the day, like, the landlord still gonna take your money. So, so stop.
See, and I like her, man, because she gonna keep it all the way thorough, man, and just hold women accountable. We need more women like this to hold women accountable, or actually don't want to be held accountable, fearful to hold themselves accountable because they just using their trauma and their past just to get over on other people and manipulate minds of men and people's emotions, women and men, because a lot of these women don't want a man. They want a woman. They don't care. They just want the money, especially ones with 2 and 3 baby daddies. They just want somebody else to just come in and provide for their lifestyle, and that's what Kevin Samuels was talking about. You can't keep blaming everybody else for your mishap, your misdeeds, and your trauma and your bullshit. At one point you're gonna wake the fuck up and realize you're the fucking problem.
Doing that and do better. And like I said, I am very, very proud that we are starting to see a lot more women out there like Angel Reese call these things out. Now, it was even some women in the comments that were really waking up to what was going on. And I, again, am so refreshed to see this. All right. Somebody in the comments says, a broken woman and a healed woman. Pay attention, guys. Very, very, very profound statement. It is so many women out there who are starting to wake up to realize and recognize the fact that there is a difference between a broken woman and a healed woman. A woman who is bitter and the woman who is evolving, growing, elevating.
And that's a fact. It's definitely different between a man too. It's different between somebody that's broken and somebody that's healed, that's moving forward and evolving, versus these people that just still is stuck into their drama, their trauma, and their problems, and they're using it against everybody to get what they want.
Finding the sweetness of life.
This event is going to teach you how you can get started investing in real estate for as little as a few $100s using something called tax lien investing.
And they are starting to steer.
I fuck with her, man. I wanted to put her out in Front Street, man. And shout out to her and what she got going on, man. She's telling the truth. She's not lying. It's a lot of cap going on here.
Clear of those.
It's almost finished. I just wanted to get her all her thoughts out so you can see it and listen in it, because we need more women that think like this. That's not blaming the men, but they blaming themselves and trying to change and evolve in life.
Those bitter, broken women, and starting to flock to the women who have a more, let's say, healthy perspective that they can learn from. And salute to y'all. And I cannot emphasize this enough that we are starting to see a lot of the younger women do this. Salute to y'all. Okay, your little big auntie is very much so proud of y'all. I love that you all are changing the dynamics and changing the climate to where y'all are going to have the more stable, sturdy, balanced, beautiful relationships than we had, than the ones before y'all had, because y'all are realizing that, yeah, they're wrong. She's just broken. She's just bitter. She just chose wrong. Somebody else in the comments says, I love how Angel kept her thoughts regardless of what was being said.
She just says a whole lot, man. A lot of y'all just broken, bitter, and just chose wrong. And now y'all mad with everybody else and putting that on everybody else when it's you the problem.
That, yeah, they're wrong. She's just broken. She's just bitter. She just chose wrong. Somebody else in the comments says, I love how Angel kept her thoughts regardless of what was being said. Facts. Me too. And that comment alone got 6,000 likes, over 6,000 likes. And the reason why I really want to highlight this comment is because it's a lot of young ladies out there who would be influenced to go with the flow, to go with what's popular. So if the majority of women out here are talking about how men are trash and all men are dogs and all men cheat, they'll bite their tongue and just say, yeah, they sure do. Even if you don't agree with that, even if you know that's not something that is your experience. But they want to go with the flow. They want to fit in with the in crowd of city girls and hot girls. And yeah, they'll just, keep their mouths closed. So shout out to the young ladies out there like Angel Reese who are speaking up and having your own position. Going against the grain. Does not matter if they call you a quote unquote pick me. You know right. You know what's wrong. You know what's fair. You know what's balanced. And you don't mind holding your sisters accountable when they are wrong and trying to show them the right way. So salute to y'all. Another person says, it's the men that she picks. That comment got over 10,000 likes. And again, y'all, so proud of y'all for really seeing through the nonsense. It's the men that you choose. It's the men that you attract, that you accept, that you lay down with. And so, yeah, you're going to have that same type of result and outcome if you're constantly choosing men who don't treat you right. But let's be honest, you all, the sexy reds of the world, the F boys are their type. Whoopsie, be mad at your mama, okay? Get the likes up. Another person says, this is so sad, but at the end of the day, that's the type of men she attracts. Again, big facts. And that goes right into what the last commenter said. And again, I feel like a lot of young ladies are starting to pick up on the fact that, yeah, it's a problem with us. If we want a different outcome and a different result, it's something that we must do internally first, whether that be changing our thought process, whether that be making sure that we are not operating in the frequency of being broken, of being bitter, of being insecure, of having this enormous, huge ego. And the reason why I go into that is because, let's be clear, another reason why women would go after guys who are beneath them or that dog them out and this, that, and the third is because their ego is telling them, oh, you can change him. Oh, you can fix him. You know, or you can dominate him because he needs you. He ain't on your level. So you'll be able to get what you want out of him. And it always backfires because no man, no matter how much more successful you are than him, wants to be emasculated. So he'll try to take his power back by cheating on you, by doing things that he knows is disrespectful towards you, because that's how you're on a subconscious or a conscious level making him feel. But yeah, the men have walked away from y'all and cut y'all off. And now it is forcing a lot of these young ladies out here to snap up out of it, wake up and see the problem was y'all. Okay, it can be that all these men are just done with women for no reason. It has to be something wrong. And they are starting to see that, yeah, it was.
And I agree with that. I agree with that. A lot of y'all need to just wake up and realize that you're the fucking problem. You is the problem. You.
Women were constantly blaming men for everything, constantly saying that even the good men were trash, to the point of a lot of men walking away and saying the hell with it. If you think I'm a bad guy anyway,
then they always try to say you the bad guy because the way you talk, or they use any little example, but knowing damn well you're a good man. When the last dude was beating your ass, fucked over you, made you a baby mama, quit your ass and had another baby with another woman. Come on now. But the good men are fucked up. Fuck out of here. You chose a ninja, a nigga, but you wouldn't choose a man. And then when you get the good man, you talk bad about them like all men ain't nothing. Come on now. At what point do you realize it's you? You're the problem.
Try. If you think the marriage ain't gonna last anyway and I'm gonna dog you out and cheat on you, why even deal with you? I don't want to have that type of energy in my marriage to where she's in the back of her mind already assuming the worst. No, F it. I'll be a bachelor. That's what's happening. And the Angel Reeses of the world, they're changing it around. They're saying enough is enough. Okay. But y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe.
Yeah, a lot of y'all, and then it's like enough is enough, because you can't have a good man, then you turn around and then you want to blame the man for everything you did wrong. You got a good man, now you out here cheating because in the back of your mind you think he cheat or he don't want you, him like you, because you insecure. Then you go out here and make dumb decisions, being a clown, and then you messing up. Now you want to blame everybody else. You know, that's your fault. That's nobody else's fault, man. That's your fault. You did that. So a lot of people need to understand it. You know, that they're the problem. Men and women, you know, but mostly be these black women out here blaming everybody else for they mishaps, they misdeeds, and the things they doing out here. They got to cut that out. So that's just what that is. But these, I guess the National Guard in LA, so it's getting crazy, man. They I don't know what's going on, man. If they gonna stop in Cali, man, with these riots, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shift back over there, man. Is they gonna stop, man, or they just gonna keep going? Because the Latinos, man, they just wilding out, ain't they? They just won't stop. They on 1,000. So I don't know. But I guess we want to wait and see. But you know, I want to see. But you know, it's gonna keep going, man. A lot of things. I don't know if y'all checked out the BMF series. It's actually good. Y'all need to watch that. You know, this social audio news, entertainment. You know, there's a lot of things going on. Y'all should check it out, man. It's actually good. You know, I don't know if y'all check that out. So here go a trailer of it though. Y'all can watch it. You know, I want y'all to see this social audio news and entertainment right here. So y'all might want to check it out. It's good. I watched it the first episode. I just hate waiting. Man, we gotta wait every Friday to watch the new episode. It's crazy to me. But you know, I'm gonna let y'all check it out, man. It's crazy. We gotta wait every Friday to watch the new West Name. Check it out, the new BMF series that came out, season 4.
All right, everybody listen up. We starting our own label.
This is how we do it.
The music game could put us up on connects. Help us with half a ton of weight in every state. Me and my brother, we want to rebrand you into the artist that you want to be.
Welcome to the 1995 Source Awards.
Now we about to take BMF to a whole nother level, T.
These trusting new people before you. I keep telling you, you can do this by yourself.
I'm calling the shots now. Damn, T! I want back in.
Let's flip the track, bring the old school back.
Shit's changed between me and T in Mexico. Ever since we got back, he continues to not have my back.
Money, power, revenge. Ain't nothing ever gonna beat me. Oh, what the? War was growing.
I'm the face of this organization. You always gonna be in my shadow.
So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hit a party.
So me and bruh had hit the point of no return. Problem was, we had no idea we were headed for a collision course with all our enemies.
I definitely want to check that out, man. You know, that's fire, man. That new season 4 is fire, man. Y'all want to watch that though. T-Bangs, I see you, man. I got you catch up on season 2 now, so I can be until they got a few more episodes in the new season. I'm doing the same thing, man. And, you know, I'm definitely about to jump on the game and get on some Call of Duty season 4. But I seen the trailer to the season 7. Call of Duty, if y'all don't know, they got a season 7. Call of Duty 7, rather. It's coming out too, though. But that's all I got for y'all right now, man. You know, shout out to everybody, man. I'm out of here. Blancos Network, Jimmy White, KJ Blanco. Catch me on the next one. I just want to go for a minute. I ain't gonna